Good morning, everybody. Wakey, wakey. I think I had a good sleep, a little bit of catch up. It's good. So this is not financial advice, and there's probably going to be some swear words. It's definitely not a polished script, guys. So it's not an instructional video, just an update for the Discord crew. Links are in the below if you want to join in. Let's get started. Righto. So Bitcoin 4 hour. What I've done is I've marked some targets for the upside, if that's where we're going. But however, we've broken the structure to the upside where Uncle Donald said one of his ships didn't get blown up. Well, sorry, Iran said one of their ships, they blew an American ship up. Uncle Donald said no, they didn't. And we went up and down, up and down, up and down. So basically just a liquidity grab up and down through the range here that we've broken into. So we've broken structure to the upside here. And vectors everywhere, vectors everywhere. So it's a little bit choppy at the moment. Probably best to keep your capital safe until we find a base to work with. We'll have a look at that hour chart because there's not much here other than, guys, all I can say, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. You know, we're still in an uptrend. We're breaking structure to the upside all the time. This one here was temporary to the downside, which is actually normal. And the very next level, the bulls claimed it back, as we spoke about last week. So here we're still moving up. That's just a liquidity grabbing exercise. Is it a reversal? Don't know yet. Is it a continuation? Don't know yet. So we look to the lower time frames. Let's have a look. All right, so the 1 hour chart, you can now see we've formed a supply and we now have a base. So we're in this range. So we need to make sure that we're aware that we can still come down here, but we really want to push up through here. So what we're finding is the high time frame vectors are at these levels. So 81.2, 84.9, and 87.7. That might be a bit far-fetched for now, but it's there nonetheless. Got to be aware of what's on the table. So CME gap is around the, let's have a look. It's not guess. We don't guess here, do we? CME. Okay, so you can see we've entered the CME gap now. So it's, I was going to say 84, but it's 84.2. Okay, so that's where the top of the CME gap is. It's from back here, the start of February. I have noticed on a lower time frame, there is a little one below us. Maybe we'll have a look while we're here. That's 15 minute. Okay, so there's a tiny little one just down here. Didn't quite get filled yesterday. I thought it was going to fill it, but it didn't. Stop just short. However, we got a reaction at this break of structure, and now we've formed support above it. So that's it. That's interesting in itself. We're playing around with these MAs now, and so they'll be farming some more liquidity while they can. But we're back to the normal chart, and you can see we've just broken structure to the downside on the 15-minute. But remembering, we are still inside this 1 hour area here. I don't know how I didn't get taken out last night with that dump, but my long survived. Okay, so that's where we are there. Let's go to the 15-minute. So you can see it's chopped with this 15-minute structure. It's down, it's up, it's down, it's back in the range. So we don't know. We just don't know yet. We need to settle down and find a level. So there's not much other than that to be aware of. Once we start breaking some structure to the upside, you can see where it is on the 15-minute there. You can see it's in the same spot for the 1 hour, and the 4 hour doesn't have a ceiling. So we've just got targets to the upside and supports to the bottom. 4 hour support's way down at 73. So if at some stage it needs to find demand and it can't get some buyers step in when we come back to look for it, We're not going to get, we'll get a higher time frame one, but at the moment we've just got the 1 hour here. Not a great deal. I would suggest just wait a little while. Don't be putting your capital on the table. I got a little bit burnt in those accounts that I'm trying to recover with you guys. I got a little bit burnt in both of those. So today it's protect the capital and try and recover a little bit more. Just to look at other things around. So the bullshit meter in BNB is no indication whatsoever. This is a low time frame area that we've got to work with. So there's a big gap. There's no structure really. High time frame, we're at supply. We're struggling to get through it. We've got a vector here. We're in a downtrend because we broke structure to the downside. I want to see it pop through here. Pop through there, let it come back, and then we'll have a look at what's going on. The 1 hour, same thing, but it's in an uptrend. So direction is up on the 1 hour. That's a good thing. Vectors everywhere, like I was saying. This vector's been cleaned out. Nothing more to the upside, really. So I'm not sure that it can go up. Anyhow, Ethereum, I mentioned the other day, has been a laggard, but it seems to be holding all right. Just this level here, perfectly. All right, for high time frame, structure, that retest there, the green candle is pretty darn good, but we've got to let it close before we know. It could close down below. So each chart, oh, that's 1 hour. That's good. That's even better. It's holding the direction of up. Each chart you need to take into account the same system and the same rules. So we're waiting for candle close on the 4 hour here to find out whether we're coming back to retest this. The 1 hour, like I said, it's a pretty good retest right there. Yeah, it's nice. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. See if we can get some 15-minute entries on it with some structure. For now, we've just broken to the downside. But we've got a reaction here. You can see the vector. It's a reaction at that 1 hour line. So maybe it just needed to come through the 15-minute to test that 1 hour to make sure the higher time frame agrees with the move up. So that's a good start. What I have done is I've taken a little risk, or 2 little risks, maybe 3. I don't know. We'll go with the first one. So I've taken an entry here, just a scout entry on Litecoin. Okay, so it's found demand and it's done a really good liquidity grab and got bought up. So once it come in and closed, I took the entry and then I started this zoom. So it's only just right now. That would be your entry if you wanted to jump in. I'm sorry it's not live, but we'll get there when a few more is want to show up. We can start doing lives. We can do a live every 4 hour candle or something like that. I think it's a good idea. Tell me what you think in the chat or comment in the video. So the 1 hour is what sold it for me though. It's come down to the high time frame demand and got an instant reaction. Doesn't mean it's going to be up. It's just a reaction, right? You can see where my stop loss is. It's inside the 1 hour supply, but I've done that because if this fails again, we're probably going down. So, and I might get a better entry, and I'm keeping my capital low. But what we're looking at is this wick and what it achieved. Why did it come here? Why did it stop there? Let's have a look. Again, this is high time frame. Don't forget. Oh, I can't get the one out anyway. Let's have a look at this wick. That was the business to conduct inside supply. What do you know? It's cleaned out that candle perfectly and straight away pushed away from current price action. So that's a good sign. That's it's definitely not an entry sign or a confirmation, but it's something to work with. So a scout size position, you know, tiny position, like $5 stop loss. Just try and buy the information, right? You're paying for the information without missing out, and protecting your capital. So that's in profit a little bit at the moment. What else did I take? I took Oh, an injective. Got that one just in time too. So no support high time frame though. But it's trapped in this little range. So I took a scout here after we completed the business in supply. That candle closed. I entered. Bang, vector. Uh-oh. I don't like entering and then a vector forms because I just know that it's coming straight back, which you can see it is now. So yeah, injective, Litecoin, BNB, and Ethereum is what I'm watching. A little bit of drawdown in Solana at the moment. Don't hold high hopes for that one. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Just ZAC, for those of you that are in the ZAC with me, it's still running really well. It's still making a higher high, coming back to make a higher low, hopefully now. Hopefully we don't come all the way back to here. I want it to stop right there. But I think I added to that yesterday, didn't I? Which counts that in? Okay, there it is. There. Yes, I added to that yesterday. So average entries around here now under this demand. So I don't want it to come past here if it can help it. It drops there, and I might just look at closing it and wait for another entry down here. But so far, it's still on a tear. Still on a tear all the way up. High highs, high lows. It's in the same sort of trend as Bitcoin, but that's a lower time frame. So no guarantees here today by the looks of it, people. We'll just suck it and see. I think that vector's gone, so hopefully we can push up, but I don't like these. The 1 hour, that range is going to, I think we might stick in here for just a little bit, find out what's going on in the markets, process what's going on in the straight, and see what Uncle Donald decides, if there's anything to even decide. I haven't kept up with the news yet. Just thought I'd throw this out there with the new 4-hour candle. All right, guys, if you want to hang out and Zoom, sing out. I've got to pop in and out a little bit today, but never know. Throw something in the chat, and if I'm around, I'll join in and have a look and go through a few things. Other than that, have yourself a good day, and see you in the Discord group. See you, bye.